I don't know how to start this, but I'll try. My brother was in a film club when we were in high school, and after lots of begging, I was too. We were assigned once to make an animation. When we came home that day, my brother was acting strange and said in a low voice that he needed to start on his animation immediately. He went upstairs to his room without any further conversation. He stayed in his room almost the entire week, leaving only to use the bathroom, eat, and go to school. I was worried, and so were our parents, but we decided to leave him alone. I still wonder to this day why we decided to do that. About 3 or 4 days before the animation was due, he was finished. I asked to see it, but he said no. Even when I offered to let him see mine, he said that it was a surprise for everyone in the film club. Then he smiled at me. The creepiest smile I have ever seen. Then came the day the animations were due. There were about 6 kids in film club, including my brother and I. And since we were asked by the club director, each of us brought one friend. My brother asked to go last, saying that his was too long to show at the beginning. A lot of animations were funny, and a few were abstract. Then there came my brother's. The animation started with some static and cleared to a wild screen. Static which cleared to a wild screen. Everyone inched closer, seeing that the best was obviously saved for last. Boy, were they wrong. The white faded to something I faintly recognized. A screenshot of an opening title card from Little Bear, a show we used to watch when we were kids. Then the title appeared, which read, in a very crude handwriting, Little Bear and the Big Red Book. The animation started like a normal Little Bear episode. Little Bear was out in the yard playing fisherman. Then he stopped and said that he wondered if Father Bear would like to go fishing the next day. He ran inside to ask. Father Bear was sitting at the table, a big red book open before him. Father Bear looked very sad and somewhat angry. Little Bear did not notice and asked Father Bear the question he wanted to ask him. Father Bear gave no response, but stood up and walked out of the house without a word. Little Bear looked disappointed for a second. Then he climbed into Father Bear's chair and began to read the red book. A voice that wasn't Little Bear's or anyone's in the show for that matter started to read disturbing poems. As the voice read on, Little Bear got more and more depressed looking. Everything except the book slowly faded to grayscale, and the voice got more and more high-pitched. The club director tried to turn off the projector, but it wouldn't turn off. Suddenly, everything stopped, and it cut to Mother Bear tucking Little Bear into bed. Little Bear looked extremely shocked with a blank expression and staring at us. His eyes were extremely bloodshot and his fur was all mangled. The whole scene, except Mother Bear and Little Bear, was hyper-realistic. Mother Bear turned off the light and left the room. Little Bear started to sing slowly as the room got more and more dark. My Bonnie lies over the ocean, my Bonnie lies over the sea, my Bonnie lies over the ocean, oh bring back my Bonnie. A pair of red eyes appeared above Little Bear. A terrifying laugh played. Then what looked like some monstrosity of a creature jumped onto Little Bear. The entire screen cut to white. Then it slowly faded to a montage of the different scenes of running water. A little boy's voice, joined by my brother's, was singing the same song Little Bear was singing, but with the added lyrics. Bring back my Bonnie, bring back my Bonnie. Bring back my Bonnie to me. Bring back my Bonnie. Bring back my Bonnie. Bring back my Bonnie to me. Then it faded to a picture of me when I was a child, standing next to a grave with my mother's name on it, and a picture of her under it. And mind you, my mother is still alive today. The screen then cut to black. The projector finally turned off, and that was the end of it. Everyone was shocked. The club director asked everyone to leave except my brother. My best friend and I went to my house to discuss the movie. I don't know how or where he got that picture of me standing next to my mom's grave, I had told him. He looked at me confused. "No," he said. "That was a picture of me standing next to my mom's grave." We were both freaked out. We asked my friend's parents if he could spend the night, to which they said yes. We spent the rest of the night talking about the movie. The next day was Saturday, and my mother told us that my brother was sent to a mental hospital. The Monday we came back to school, we found out during an assembly that the other 4 kids in the film club and the other 5 kids that were visiting committed suicide after killing their mothers, and that the film club director quit. When I came home that day, I found that my brother was put in jail with 18 accounts of murder and 1 account of public disturbance. He will never be let out. I decided to keep this a secret for so long, but now I'm afraid that I have to let it out. Someone somehow found that animation and has put it on the internet on an unknown website under the title Little Bear in the Big Red Book. Never before seen episode, in some sick hope that it will traumatize little children. If you find it, please contact the website immediately and have it taken down. Thank you for taking your time to read this.